Hi everybody, subscribe to Chemverse tutorial channel and hit the bell icon to get latest chemistry videos. Hello everybody, welcome to Chemverse tutorial. This is the fourth lecture on the reaction mechanism. So far we have already discussed about SN1 and SN2 reaction mechanism and the factors affecting them. There is a completely new kind of reaction mechanism which is called the internal nucleophilic substitution reaction, denoted as your SNI. Okay, I stands for internal. Now in some cases what we can find that nucleophile is generated internally in the system. So that kind of reaction mechanism is called internal substitution nucleophilic reaction, and this SNI mechanism is to some extent different from our earlier two mechanisms like your SN1 and SN2. So let's take a look at this kind of reactions. So the general scheme for this reaction is denoted over here. This is our corresponding substrate. This is the alcohol, okay, secondary alcohol, and there is a SOCl2 which is the reagent over here, and this reacts to produce this kind of chlorinated product where this OH group is substituted by chlorine and SO2 gas is evolved. And you know that whenever some gaseous species is formed after the reaction, so the reaction becomes entropically favorable. Okay, so this is an entropically favorable reaction, and HCl, this SO2 and HCl are the byproduct. Now over here one very interesting feature is that it is a bimolecular reaction mechanism. From the rate expression I can identify that in rate equation both the concentration of the alcohol and thionyl chloride is involved. But the interesting feature is that for bimolecular system it generally should follow this SN2 mechanism, but over here unlike SN2 retention takes place. You know that for SN2 inversion should take place, okay, inversion should be there, but over here what I can see that this chlorine, which is the nucleophile, is attached to that side of this molecule where this leaving group was present. That means the retention of the configuration occurs over here. Now for this case what I can say that the mechanism is not as simple as SN2 mechanism. So reaction mechanism will be something different. Now over here I am drawing our substrate molecule which is alcohol, rather it's a secondary alcohol, and thionyl chloride. Now over here what you can see that with the sulfur this oxygen and chlorines are present, so these all are more electronegative. You know that electronegativity of sulfur is less than oxygen and even less than your chlorine. So what you can see that over sulfur there will be some amount of delta positive charge which will arise, and that makes this sulfur center to some extent electrophilic, and as a result of that this lone pair over the oxygen will attack over here. So the what will happen, it will form this kind of O minus. So the reaction mechanism will be something like this, which now SO minus Cl and Cl, over here there will be a positive charge. Now in this case what I can see, it will come back to remove one Cl minus from the system. As a result of that what you will get, you will get this kind of molecule where O H plus S double bond OCl. Now over there will be a Cl minus. Now obvious step is that oxygen is positively charged which is unstable, so that Cl minus will grab this H plus to make it neutral. So you will get this kind of intermediate, okay, you will get this kind of intermediate. And over here when Cl minus just takes away the H plus, so HCl will be your one of the byproduct. So this is our one intermediate. You can think that it's one kind of intermediate is forming. Now this intermediate plays a very important role. So over here this is our intermediate, okay. Now what actually we can see that if the bond breaks in such a way that this bond breaks to form S double bond over here and this bond breaks to produce Cl minus. You know that over here a new bond is forming between sulfur and oxygen. So sulfur has to lose one of the old bond, and that bond is this one, because Cl minus removal is much easier for the system. So for the time being, what you can see, that there will be this kind of situation will arise where it will be positive because this bond has been broken, and now there will be discrete SO2 and Cl minus. No, I am not adding plus over here, just write it down in this way. They all are present in close proximity. Now this SO2 molecule, which is a gas itself, it will be emitted, and as a result of that you will get this kind of ion pair. This is called the ion pair, and this kind of ion pair are called intimate ion pairs. Intimate ion pairs. So over here what you can see, that this carbocation is formed, leaving group has already been removed from the system, and the nucleophile which is generated internally. I am not adding any kind of nucleophile from outside. So what you can see, that over here this was our intermediate, okay, and for this kind of bond breaking, internally Cl minus is produced, and Cl minus is your nucleophile. So it is a substitution nucleophilic reaction where internally nucleophile is produced. So that is why the reaction name is SNI, substitution nucleophilic internal. So over here this kind of intimate ion pair is produced, and obvious result is that they will form a CCl bond to produce your final product. This is your final product. Now you can see that over here this group, this one is your leaving group, this one is your leaving group, and Cl minus attached to that side where the leaving group was present initially. So from here what you can see, that there is retention taking place. So retention is taking place over here. Clear? So this is the mechanism and possible explanation that why SNI mechanism follows your retention of the configuration. Now what will happen if I add pyridine to the system? You can see that over here inversion is taking place. So it is behaving as your simple SN2 reaction. Now what is the role of pyridine in this reaction? Now to know the role of pyridine, just take a look at this kind of reaction. The same substrate I am using, and SOCl2 was present. So with the reaction of your SOCl2, this lone pair will attack over here. It will be O minus, it will come back and remove that Cl minus. I have already showed you this kind of reaction mechanism. And now what will be your intermediate? You will get this kind of intermediate. pH will be there, hydrogen, oxygen, SOCl, and HCl will be your one of the byproduct. Now over here pyridine I am using. Pyridine is a base. It has a lone pair. What it will do? This base will readily abstract H plus, acid base reaction, HCl plus pyridine. So it will produce this kind of cationic species, N plus and Cl minus. Now what we can see, that Cl minus is generated in the system, and as you increase the concentration of Cl minus in the medium, there's a competitive mechanism you can draw, which will say that this Cl minus will attack from the back side, because this group is very good. This one is very good leaving group. Now over here I have already making some situation where the Cl minus is producing. So for this case, that Cl minus will attack from back side to remove this total system. Okay. So what you can see that when Cl minus attacks over here, this bond will break to produce SO2, and again a Cl minus is producing. So this kind of concentration of Cl minus is maintained over the system, and this is the SN2 attack by Cl minus is occurring. So it is no longer a SNI mechanism, and that's why you are getting same product but inverted product, inverted substrate you are getting. So over here inversion is taking place, and it's not a SNI, it is simply following your SN2 mechanism. So just addition of base changes the mechanism from SNI to SN2. The product is same but inverted. Earlier case retention was occurring, over here inversion is occurring. So these all are the basic things about your SNI mechanism. I hope you enjoyed my lecture. From the next video I will be discussing about your elimination reactions. You know that I have already uploaded 2 of the elimination reactions, Syn elimination reaction, Chugaev reaction and your Cope elimination already in my name reaction playlist. You can watch that first, but I will discuss the reaction mechanism of E2, E1, E1CB in details in my upcoming lectures. So stay tuned, and if you like my video, please share and subscribe. Thank you. Happy learning.